Have you ever felt a failure? Maybe today, or yesterday, or every morning when you look in the mirror and feel it is never enough. Imagine now, if I told you that this feeling, that this silent pain, is it actually a power that no one taught you how to use? Comment on me if you have already felt it, because I want to see who really understands what I'm about to reveal. Henry David Thoreau in the 19th century decided to live in a way no one understood. He moved away from the city, the noise, the money, what the world called success. For him, being called failed was not ashamed. It was the key to discovering something that most people never know, the freedom to live without depending on anyone's approval. Imagine for a second, you could drop everything and simply exist, feel the cold wind on your face, hear the silence of the forest, breathe unhurriedly, without looking at the clock. Would you top it out? Write in the comments, I want to feel your courage. The truth is that we all feel less ever, less intelligent, less beautiful, less capable. But Thoreau shows us something that no one teaches. This feeling is not weakness, it is a sign that you are ready to discover something bigger, something that cannot be bought or conquered with fame. And if it was you now, stopped in this opportunity, would you have the courage to follow? Leave everything the world expects and really find yourself? If you want to find out the secret that Thoreau has hidden to the failed, that become powerful, click on the link in the comments and now download the free ebook. It will change the way you see each defeat in your life. Don't lose. Wisdom is waiting for you. Now, take a deep breath, close your eyes and feel your own heart beating. Each beat, remember that there is something within you that no one can ever take. Ask yourself, which rule of society do I break unconsciously? What expectation of others should I never follow? This is the first step in transforming what they call failure into their greatest ally. If you thought about it, write ready in the comments and let's continue this journey together. But here is the secret that few realize. Being called failed is just the beginning. It is the portal that separates those who live by the approval of others and who finally touches the soul itself. Do you feel it now? A cold running through the pimple, the feeling that something big is about to happen. But calm, you're not alone. Breathe, feel the silence, feel the emptiness, and listen to what Thoreau whispers over time. The world will never understand you, and that's exactly as it should be. Every night when you lie down, you feel this truth again. Society, the standards, the rules, all looking, judging, and you in your silence begin to understand. There is something deeper, something that only reveals itself when you embrace what they call failure. An ancient, invisible secret that turns pain into power, fear in freedom, solitude into self-knowledge. And yet, no one can ever tell you that. Only you can feel. So, stay with me one more moment. Breathe slowly. Feel the heart. Imagine the forest around Thoreau, the snow falling, the wind howling in the trees, and realizes that every uncomfortable feeling you feel today, every judgment, every fear, each night of insomnia, it's part of the portal that will take you from what you are to what you were always destined to be. And remember, this story is not over here. Not yet. Something bigger is about to be revealed, something that will move every part of you. So write in the comments, I'm ready, and follow me, because the truth you are looking for is just starting to reveal yourself. Have you ever stopped to think that your whole life tried to teach you to be afraid of being different? Wake up early, go to school, follow rules, and everything you do is compared. But what if I told you that exactly this pressure, this constant feeling of failure, is it a disguised gift? Breathe deep. Feel the weight of the air in the lungs. Each heartbeat. Are you feeling? It is your body remembering that it is alive, that you can still choose. Thoreau had no comfort, no approval, had no followers. He had only himself and the silence of nature. And that's where power lives. Imagine now, you alone, looking at the starry sky, hearing the wind pass between the trees. Each star, a possibility. Each wind breath, an opportunity to reinvent itself. Do you feel it? Write in the comments, I feel, if you have already realized this feeling hidden within you. The world, however, insists on calling you failed. And do you know what happens when you accept this? Something magical. You stop fighting the opinion of others and start hearing something much more important, your own voice. This voice whispers, guides you, and shows you ways that no one else can see. It's scary at first, yes, you feel cold in the pimple, heartache elevated, irregular breathing, But it is exactly in this discomfort that the transformation happens. Now think to me, how many times have you done something because you were afraid of failing? How many opportunities have escaped between their fingers, and everything that was left was that bitter taste of regret? Take a deep breath, feel this regret, and then imagine something different. What if failure actually were the way to find your true strength? Something no one can take from you, neither mockery, nor critical, nor rejection. Thoreau shows us something that seems impossible. Absolute freedom is hidden within what they call failure. You don't have to win always. You don't have to be approved. You don't have to fit in. Failure releases you, gives you permission to explore, to make mistakes, to learn, to be you. And here's a question that will be hammering in your head. If no one ever understands your way, would you keep walking anyway? Feel the silence now. Listen to your own heart. Do you perceive loneliness by turning into power? Each difficult night, every fault of disapproval, every doubt about yourself. All this is a portal that takes you from what you believe to be, for what you can really become. And most importantly, this trip, it's just yours. No one can enter, no one can play, no one can steal. But it's not over yet. Something is coming. Something that will challenge everything you believe about success and failure. Something that will show that the world that judged you was completely mistaken, and you will see that the only approval that matters is your own. Then breathe, sit, get ready, because the next step will take you to the place that few dare to get. And when we get there, you will never see the failure the same way. Now imagine this. You get up in the middle of the night, alone in your room, and feel that strange feeling, as if the whole world is watching your every mistake. It's uncomfortable, isn't it? But take a deep breath. Feels the heart beating fast? Each beat is a reminder that you are still alive, and it is exactly that fear, this discomfort, that can become your greatest ally. Thoreau knew that. He didn't run away from failure, he hugged. He understood that every mistake, every look of disapproval, every criticism were signs, not punishments. Each defeat was a hidden teaching. And now I ask you, how many times have you ignored these signs? How many opportunities have you been afraid of making a mistake? Writes, I know in the comments if you already felt that. But here is something few realize. Failing is not falling. Failing is to realize something no one else has noticed before. It is opening a door that was locked. Each time you feel failed, you are actually approaching a truth that most spend their entire lives without finding out. Do you feel that? The cold in the spine, the sweat lights in the palm? This is not discomfort, it's alert, it's preparation, it's approaching what you always sought. Now close your eyes for a second and imagine you alone in a forest, the wind passing between the trees, and a voice inside you whispering, don't be afraid. This failure is your way. It's scary, but also liberating. It's paradoxical, isn't it? Mixed fear and hope, interwoven pain and power. But this is exactly what true life offers when you decide not care about the opinion of others. And here comes the question that will pursue you. What if all the failures you have suffered were it actually steps to something greater? Something no one has ever told you, but that is inside you now, pulsating, waiting to be awakened. Breathe deep, feel the silence, listen to your own heart, and understands. The journey of failure does not end here. In fact, it is just starting. Something bigger is lurking, something that will transform all the pain, all shame, all fear, into pure strength. And when this happens, you will never be the same. But beware, this transformation requires courage. Courage to face what no one else faces. Courage to continue when the whole world called you failed. And if you have this courage, take a deep breath and say in the comments, I will, because this journey is not for everyone. But for you, who has come this far, maybe it's the only opportunity of your life to find out who you really are. Have you ever felt like the whole world is conspiring against you? As if every wrong step, every misinterpreted word, every reproval look were an invisible trap? Break deep. Feel the weight of the air entering the lungs. Realize the accelerated heart. That's what reminds you that you are alive. And it is exactly in this state that the impossible begins to reveal itself. Thoreau walked alone, often despised, often considered a failed. But as everyone looked at him with contempt, he watched the world from a point that no one else reached. Ellen saw opportunities where others saw defeat. He felt freedom where everyone was afraid. And now I ask you, how many times have you ignored these signs? How many times the world said no, And did you give up before seeing the hidden truth? Imagine now, you walk a dark trail, the moon badly illuminating the way, and every shadow seems to have a life of its own. Do you feel the cold on the skin? Each step echoes as if the universe is watching, and maybe it is. Because there is something bigger, something invisible which only reveals itself to those who have the courage to continue even when everything seems lost. And this is where the secret that few understand. Failure is not punishment. It is preparation. Each error, every stumble, every rejection are signs. Signs that you are advancing on a path that few dare to go. Do you feel that? The chill at the back of the neck, the irregular breath, is your body telling you that you are on the edge, but also that you are alive. And it is exactly in this limit that transformation arises. Now think to me, what if all the failures you lived were a secret language of the universe trying to show you something no one else can see? Something that, if discovered, could change everything you believe about success, over power, freedom. Something Thoreau already knew, but the world insists on hiding from you. Breathe deep. Feel silence. Listen to your own heart. You realize the subtle truth that is emerging. You don't need anyone's approval. Freedom, power, and realization you are looking for are within you. Every failure, every pain, every rejection are guiding you for this truth. But beware, the journey is not over yet. Something is about to happen. Something that will challenge everything you believe about failure and success, fear and courage, life and fate. And here is the question that will be hammering in your mind. Are you ready to see the truth that few dare to face? The truth that can release or destroy, depending on how you face it. Breathe, sit, get ready, because the next step will reveal something that will change your life, and no one has ever told you before. The time has come that few have the courage to face. Breathe deep, feel the heavy air in the lungs, perceives the rapid heart. Each beat echoes like a drum calling you to the truth. So far you have followed every step, every failure, every fall. But now it's time to look inside. Thoreau taught us something no one dared to say aloud. Failure is not the end. He is the portal. Every moment you felt small, rejected, lost, it was exactly what you needed to realize something bigger. And now I ask you, can you feel it? This cold in the spine, this light tension in the chest, it's life speaking, calling you to awaken. Imagine yourself again alone, but this time not vulnerable. Every shadow that once scared you now bends to something you didn't even know you had. Every criticism, every laugh, every no that paralyzed you becomes pure energy, fuel for your freedom. Breathe, feels. You realize the strength growing inside you. And here is the revelation that changes everything. Failing was never losing. Failing is realizing that the whole world is teaching the wrong lesson, while you learn the only one that matters, that of being yourself. Every tear you poured out every night in course every moment of doubt. All of this was preparation to see your own greatness. Now comes the question that will resonate inside you much after the video is over. What if everything you always called failure? It was, in fact, the greatest gift you could receive. Breathe deep. Feel the truth throbbing in every cell of your body. You realize the silent transformation that happened inside you. And even if no one sees, even if no one applauds, even if no one understands, you have discovered something that the whole world can never take away. Your freedom, your strength, your truth. Each failure now shines like a lighthouse, showing the way to the most powerful version of yourself. But beware, because like all the great truth, there is something more hidden, something few dare explore, something that is beyond what Thoreau could teach, something you feel but you still don't see, but you. And if you have the courage to continue to look deeper, to dive without fear, you can find a secret that changes not only your life, but the way you understand the world, success and failure. So breathe, feel, and decide. Will you accept this truth, or will you let the fear of the world continue to dictate your life? Now breathes, feels the silence around you. Realize how every detail that seemed insignificant now throbes with meaning. The shadow in the corner of the room, the echo of steps you didn't hear before, the cold that runs through your spine. All this is life calling you, testing you, showing you that you are ready for something few have the courage to see. Thoreau walked through forests, by rivers, for trails that no one dared to go through. He was considered strange, useless, failed, but he saw something no one else could see. He realized the hidden truth behind the label of defeat, that each failure is a bridge to inner freedom. And now I ask you, How many bridges did you drop? How many doors did you ignore, for fear that the world would not approve your courage? Imagine now, you are in front of an old door, worn wood, rust on the bolts. No one told you to open it. No one told you that there was something beyond, but you feel you need it. Each slow breathing, every rapid beating of the heart, is guiding you. And when you push the door, you find no darkness and you find light, a light that you did not expect, hot, intense, impossible to ignore. And that's where the paradox that few understands. You had to be afraid to recognize courage. You had to feel failure to realize power. You had to feel small to find out the greatness that always existed inside you. And if you feel it now, breathe, realize the silent change that started to happen. But like all deep truth, there is something still hidden. Something you feel but you don't completely understand. A whisper of the universe, an unprompted promise that every failure you lived, every tear that fell, every criticism that hurt, it was not about being weak. It was about you being preparing for something bigger, something that is about to reveal itself. And here is the last question that will echo in your mind. Are you ready to accept that feeling pain, facing rejection? Isn't it a burden, but the most straightforward way to your freedom and greatness? Take a deep breath, feel the truth, and let it penetrate. Because now you understand. Every failure was an invitation, every pain a teacher, every defeat a map for something no one else dares to look for. And even when this video is over, even when you turn off the screen, this message will continue to resonate inside you. And if you have the courage to hear, it will guide every step you give from now on. And now we come to the moment that few have the courage to face. The moment you realize that every failure, every pain, every moment of rejection was not punishment, but preparation. Breathe deep. Feels weight and freedom at the same time. Realize how your heart speeds up but your mind brightens. Thoreau walked through lonely trails, faced derision glances, silent criticism, and yet, he found something no one else saw, that true freedom does not come from external success, but from the deep understanding of who you are. Do you feel it? This shiver on the skin, this tension in the chest, it's life saying, you are ready to see the truth. Now pay attention. Every mistake you made, every fall, every no you heard about you, were actually signs. Signs that the universe is trying to guide you, that the path you go through is unique, and that your courage is about to reveal yourself. If you feel that it resonates inside you, do something now. Tap the hype button down there. Just a touch, a simple gesture, but confirms that you are also ready to assume your freedom. What's more, I want you to reflect and comment below. Which failure has taught you something no one else could teach you? Don't hide. Share. Each comment is proof that we are together on this journey, discovering what the world insists on calling failure. But there is still something few understand. A hidden secret between the lines of success and failure. A knowledge that Thoreau kept in his silent walks, which few dared to seek. And if you are attentive, if you keep breathing deeply, open your eyes to the signs, you can see something that turns your life completely. Take a deep breath, feel the silence, the cold, the tension, the energy pulsating inside you. You realize that every failure now shines like a lighthouse guiding the way to your own greatness. And even when this video is over, even when you turn off the screen, this message will keep echoing inside you. Then touch the hype button if this message has reached your soul. Comment on your reflection. Share with someone who needs to hear this today. And remember, every failure is just the beginning of its true power. Because in the end, you understand something that few will never understand. Failure is not defeat. It is the map that leads to the deepest and true freedom that exists. Even after everything you heard, breathe deeply. Feel the weight of the silence that was in the air. Every word, every metaphor, every sensation that traveled your body has not finished having effect. Do you realize this? The cold, the accelerated heart, the feeling that something is yet to come. This is not an accident. Thoreau left clues on his silent walks between dry leaves and rivers that no one else noticed. He knew what few dare to admit, that the true awakening happens after failure, when the world believes you lost. But in fact, you just started. Now I want you to look inside. Think of the last failure that marked you. Do you feel again? The pain, the emptiness, but also the spark of curiosity, that secret will to continue, to prove that there is something beyond what everyone says is possible. If you are feeling this and touches the hype button, It's not just one click. It's a gesture that says to the world, I'm ready to find out what few dare. And while you do that, ask yourself, what is the next step you will take? Comment below. Share this message with someone who needs to hear the truth hidden between failures. Every action of yours now reinforces what Thoreau always knew, that failing is the portal and that freedom, power, and greatness expect on the other side. But there is something we haven't revealed yet, something you felt, but you didn't see it completely. A subtle secret hidden between lines, breaths, and breaks that will only be revealed to those who really allow themselves to move on, to those who do not close this video now and allow themselves to feel each word. So breathe once more, feel the energy throbbing. Realize that every failure, every pain, every nightless night, it wasn't in vain. They led you here. And even if no one else sees, even if no one else understands, you have discovered something no one can ever take, the power to be truly free, even through failure. And remember, if this message touched you, touch the hype button now. Comments on your reflection, share with those who need to hear, and let this truth continue to grow inside you, silent, strong, and impossible to ignore. Even now, while you feel the weight of everything you heard, there is something that still hangs in the air, a silent mystery, a spark of restlessness that calls you. Do you notice? It is the same call that Thoreau felt in his lonely walks, that feeling that the world doesn't understand, but there is something bigger waiting for you. Think of your last failure. Remember the despair, the shame, the doubt? Now breathes. Feels like all this begins to turn into silent strength. Each fall was an invitation, each criticism a hidden lesson, every pain a silent master. And if you feel it, if you recognize this energy inside you, touches the hype button now. Just a touch. A gesture that seals your commitment to your own courage. Comment below. What failure will you turn into strength from today? Don't keep it just for you. Share with someone who needs to hear this truth hidden. Every action of yours now activates the echo of this message in the world. But listen carefully. There is something few realize. The journey does not end here. The failure you faced is just the beginning of what Thoreau would call true freedom. And if you stay attentive, breathing, feeling, you will realize that each future challenge is not a threat. It's a portal. Breathe once again, feel the energy throbbing, and understands. Every failure, every pain, every rejection is the map for its hidden power, hoping to be discovered. And remember, if this message has touched your soul, touches the hype button, comments your reflection, and shares with someone who needs to hear it today, don't wait. The transformation begins now, and you are at the center of it. Now, before closing your eyes and let this video end, I want you to feel something deep. Take a deep breath. Feel the light cold by walking your spine. Perceives the rapid heart, the silence that weighs and still calls you forward. You are on the edge between what the world calls failure and what Thoreau would call total freedom. Every mistake, every fall, every no you heard in life, it was a secret map, a portal that only opens for those who have the courage to face. Do you feel it? It is an energy that cannot be ignored, pulsing inside you, calling you to act. If you feel this strength, don't wait any longer. Plays now on the hype button. Let the video be hyped. It's just a click, but it's the gesture that seals your commitment to transformation. Let this energy spread, touch other people, echo. Comment below. What failure will you turn into strength right now? Share with someone who needs to hear this today. Each interaction is an act of courage. Each click on hype is a statement that you choose the way few dare. But beware, there is something not yet revealed. Something you will only realize if you keep feeling, if you keep breathing deep, if you don't ignore the silent call that Thoreau left in every word on every lonely trail. So breathe once again. Feel the echo inside you. Realize that every failure now shines like a light, showing that you are stronger, wiser, and freer than ever imagined. And now, play the hype button, comments, share. Make this message keep living, growing, and transforming others, that they still need to wake up to this truth. If you want to find out the secret that Thoreau has hidden to the failed, that become powerful, click on the link in the comments and now download the free ebook. It will change the way you see each defeat in your life. Don't lose. Wisdom is waiting for you. Because in the end, Leonardo, you understand something that few understand. Failure is not defeat. It is the secret key to the power that has always been within you. Now pay attention. because what I will reveal below is something few understand, and almost no one dare to admit aloud. The failure you feel, the one that hurts your chest and makes the world look against you, it's not really your enemy. Imagine this. Every no, every time closed, every time you said you couldn't. It was, in fact, a secret whisper of the universe, saying, "Be careful. You're being prepared for something bigger." Do you feel that? Breathing gets slower, the heart speeds up. You notice the tension, and yet, there is an invisible force that pushes you forward. If you are feeling this, don't ignore it. Plays now on the hype button. Let the video be hyped. This gesture is more than one click. It is your confirmation that you are ready to receive what few have the courage to face. Think of your last failure. Remember, feel the pain and now the curiosity that grows. The hidden secret is this. Failure does not destroy you. It reveals you. He shows the strength that was hidden, the courage that was asleep, the power that no one dared to recognize. Comment below, what failure will you turn into strength from today? Share with someone who needs to hear this truth right now. Each comment, each click on hype, activates this transformation cycle, not only for you, but for everyone around you. And there is still something you may not realize, something that goes beyond words, beyond what the eye can see, a hidden detail, a whisper that runs through each line of this video, waiting for you to recognize. True freedom begins where fear ends. Breathe once again. Feel the energy pulsating inside you. And remember, every failure is just a key. Each pain is just a portal. And now, touches the hype button, comments, share, and let this revelation continue to echo, transforming every life that dare to hear. Now, listen carefully, because what I'm going to reveal you goes beyond what you have felt so far, the failure you carry which seems to crush your soul. In fact, it is the most straightforward way to the truth that few dare to reach. Do you feel that? Breathing gets heavier, the heart hits faster, and yet there is an invisible force guiding every step of yours, even at times when you believe you are alone. It is as if Thoreau is walking beside him, murmuring words that only his soul understands. Each fall is preparation, every pain is portal. If you feel this energy, do not hesitate. Touch the hype button now. This gesture is not just one click. It's your quiet statement. I choose to continue. I choose to find out what no one else dares. Now close your eyes for a moment. Visualize as the last moment when he felt defeated. Feel humiliation, loneliness, and slowly let all this turn into light, into strength, into silent power. Every tear sheds, every cruel word or look of doubt. Everyone is invisible steps that elevate you louder than ever imagined. And there is still something no one has ever told, something you will only realize if you keep breathing, feeling, living every word of this video. A secret that few see. Failure is not the end, but the beginning of true freedom. Comment now on, what pain will you turn into strength? Share with those who need to hear this. And, more importantly, touches the hype button, makes the video rise. Let this energy spread, echoing in each person who is ready to wake up. And remember, even after all, even when the video finishes and something inside you changed. A portal was opened, a light was lit, and no one can turn out what Thoreau already knew. The real greatness is born of what the world calls failure. Even now, while you feel everything we just explored, there is something still throbbing inside you. A silent echo, an invisible presence that whispers, you haven't seen everything yet. Every failure, every fall, every look that judged you, all this is just a chapter of a larger story. Do you feel the breath, the accelerated heart? This restlessness is your guide. It shows that something deep is about to be revealed. If you feel this strength, don't wait. Play the hype button now. One click, just a gesture, but it is the gesture that declares, I am ready. I choose my power. Now think about the moment you felt smaller, unable, invisible. Revive the pain, fear, and let all this turn into fuel. Every tear, every criticism, every rejection turns into silent strength, an energy that no one can take from you. And here is a secret that few realize. Failure does not destroy you. He reveals what was hidden. He shows that within each defeat there is a seed of freedom, courage, and wisdom that no one can ever erase. Comment now on, what failure are you going to turn into power today? Share with someone who needs to hear that. And more importantly, touches the hype button. Let this video go up, spread and impact each person who still needs to wake up to this hidden truth. And remember, Even after the screen goes out, even after the video is over, something inside you changed. A portal was opened, a light was on, and the truth that Thoreau has known for a long time now reveals itself to you. True power is born of what the world calls failure. Do you feel it? That cold in the chest, as if something invisible was calling you, pulling your soul forward. Every failure you lived, every door that closed, it was no punishment, it was preparation. A secret map that you only realize when you dare to look beyond the surface, when you dare feel the truth that is hidden in pain. Now it closes your eyes for a moment. Breathe deep. Feel the rhythm of your own heart. It hits fast, uncertain, but pulsates hard, as if to say, there is still more. There is still something you haven't realized. It is at this moment that Thoreau, even without words, seems to walk by his side. He is not talking about easy success or instant glory. He is talking about silent power, the force that is born when the world calls you failed and you still decide to continue. And if it was you, if it were you at that moment, alone, discredited, looking at what seemed to be the end, would you have the courage to realize that all that was just the beginning? Feel the cold in the spine, the breath that locks, the heart that accelerates, because that's exactly where the transformation begins. Don't ignore that feeling. Now plays the hype button. Let the video go up. Spread this energy and play other people who are still stuck in the shadow of what they believe to be failure. Each click is a silent gesture of courage. Every comment a statement that you are ready to feel, to act, to transform. Think of the last moment when he felt defeated. Revives pain, frustration, loneliness. And now, let all this turn into light, strength, impulse to what comes next. Every failure was actually a key. Every tear sheds a portal. You are facing a secret that few dare to realize. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning of your true power. And here's something you need to keep. This journey doesn't end here. There is more to discover, more hidden truths, more secret doors Thoreau left to those who have the courage to see beyond. And if you feel that there is still something to learn, if your heart still beats faster with each word, then you need to continue. So do this now. Touches the hype button, comment below which failure you will turn into strength today, share with someone who needs to hear this truth. But don't stop here, because the next video on the channel will take you even deeper into Thoreau's philosophy, revealing secrets that few know, truths that few dare face. If you want to find out the secret that Thoreau has hidden to the failed, that become powerful, click on the link in the comments and now download the free ebook. It will change the way you see each defeat in your life. Don't lose, wisdom is waiting for you. You will find out how to turn every fall, every no of life, in freedom and wisdom. Each step you take now is part of a path that goes beyond what you think. And when watching the next video, the truth will be even more clear, and you will realize that you were prepared for something that few will never understand. So take a deep breath once more, feel the strength growing inside you, and remember, true power is not what you achieve, but what you can turn within you, even when the world calls you failed. Don't forget. Clicked on hype, commented, shared. Now you get ready, because the next video about Thoreau will open a new door in your mind, and you won't want to.